Good morning, friends. It is 8:05. It's not 8:05. It's 10:05. And I have decided as of today, we will be sitting at 10 a.m. instead of 8 a.m. And we'll see how it goes. I received some feedback that maybe 10 a.m. might be a little early, and maybe it is. It definitely was for me. But I was totally into it, thinking that all of you were into it. So when I received the feedback that starting later in the morning might be better for more people, I jumped on it because why not, right? So here we are. We will be going live. I will be going live at 10 a.m. on Saturday mornings for the Saturday morning sit from today onward. I hope that works out with your schedule. If it doesn't, let me know. You can always catch the replay. But I really like hearing from you guys, so definitely let me know. Yeah. How are you? How was your week? Remember last week my connection dropped and I stopped. They cut me off at like 16 minutes. So that was super annoying. And I ended up taking the entire week off from everything. That inspired me to just take the week, chill, and I had a little mini staycation. And it was awesome. So here we are. It's a rainy day on the East Coast near New York City. I guess if you're watching from another area in the world, it won't be 10 a.m. If you're on the West Coast, it'll be 7 a.m., which is great, right? Instead of what, 5? Instead of 5 a.m., it'll be 7. I know my friend Jen can make it live now. Yeah. So I've been doing a lot of thinking and feeling and being around with the concept of eradicating the ego. Where did this come from? Where did this idea of wanting to eradicate a part of you come from? I disagree. I don't want to eradicate the ego. The ego is, in my opinion, is not the root of my suffering. My attachment to concepts, ideas, my attachment to this reality is the root of my suffering. So when I think about the ego, I actually think of the ego as an ally. What a novel idea, right? I think of myself as the leader of my mind and my body and my senses. My senses take in, they're my informants. They take in information from the outside world and bring it in so that I can find pleasure, experience pleasure through my senses, being sensual, right? And so when I think of the ego, when I think of any part of myself, I don't want to eradicate any part of myself. Instead, I want to bring them closer to me. I want to know them. I want to be curious about why they are the way they are. I want to be curious about how they can help me more fully live on this physical plane and enjoy myself and experience all aspects of this physicality. We live on this physical plane right now, and part of this reality is the polarities we experience, the ups, the downs, the north, south, east, west, good, bad, ish. I don't believe anything is good or bad. Sort of. Both are true and both are untrue. And so it's paradoxical. And can we sit with the paradox of this life, good and bad, pleasure and pain, up and down, in and out? And I believe that the ego can be a real ally on this journey. I believe the ego can add some wild perspectives and can help us out in certain situations when we need an egoic point of view, or when we need to let the ego kind of step forward into the spotlight and shine, right? And be like, I'm awesome. Sometimes we need to do that. Sometimes we need to be that. And when we do, I think instead of eradicating the ego, which you would never be able to do anyway, this idea of eradicating anything, everything is energy and you cannot destroy energy, right? Energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transmuted. It can only go change forms alchemically. And so, same thing with the ego. We can use the energy, the perspective ego has, the I-ness, the I amness to connect us with other people. We can use it for good. We can use it to step into the spotlight. We can use it to shine, 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 shine. So let's sit with that. Let's sit with the idea of having the ego join us on our journey as an ally instead of an enemy. In what ways have we been trying to eradicate the ego and have caused the ego instead to want to rise up in rebellion? And can we invite the ego in, just like we practice inviting thoughts and feelings and physical sensations into our practice to notice, acknowledge, honor, be with, and then return back to this present moment, return back to being in this moment with your breath? Can we practice that with different aspects of ourselves? Can we practice that with our ego? Can we invite the ego in for some tea? I don't like tea, but some espresso and some cake. I definitely like cake. Can we invite the ego in and be curious and allow the ego to be with us on this car ride, on this journey, as we maintain present to this moment, present in this moment, aware of this moment, aware of ourselves in the here and now, as the ego just sits next to us or in the back seat, with the other aspects of ourselves. And when we need them, they can hop on in as co-pilot, hop on in as, passenger, and help us out and have fun and enjoy this sensual experience of living life on this physical reality. Yeah, so the question, we'll take it a little bit into a contemplative practice today. Maybe ask, if I were 1% friendlier with my ego, what could they teach me? If I were 1% friendlier to my ego, what could they teach me? What could we enjoy? I'm getting a sign. I'm getting some sort of Chrome OS sign in Google account thing. So hopefully I don't get kicked off. If I do, take what you got and go with it. Okay, let's meditate. Sitting with the ego and being friends, and being friendly towards the ego, and wondering, asking, if I were 1% friendlier to my ego, what would they teach me? I'm scooching back. Adjusting. Yeah. Taking the glasses off. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. I kind of thought last week they blocked or they removed my video because I was wearing shorts. Who freaking knows, right? My head is a little cut off, so I'm going to lift it up a little bit. Hi. Go ahead and find your seat, find your posture. If you're sitting cross-legged like I am, I like to rock forward and back, side to side. I like to move the meat from my seat, really making a clear connection on my sits bones to the cushion. Make sure you've got lots of cushions so that your hips are above your knees. If this is uncomfortable for you, don't sit like this. Grab a chair, maybe some blocks or a stack of books so that your feet are making contact with something and they're not just swinging or dangling, grounding onto something. You can also tuck your legs underneath you like in a kneeling position. Make sure you've got lots of cushions. Allow your shoulders to drop away from your ears. We've got some music happening in the background today. Your hands can simply drop on your legs, palm down, palm up, or if you prefer, you can have them clasped. Really up to you. Allow there to be some spaciousness across your chest. So that means rolling your shoulders back slightly, allowing your spine to be elongated, really upright, and moving upwards. This energy is going upwards while the rest of you remains grounded, connected in your sit bones. We'll start with a few deep breaths to bring us to this moment, connect us to our breath, and help us release any tension that we might be experiencing, or even if it's not tension, maybe you're holding your muscles in a particular way, seeing if you can let go. So we'll take one deep breath in together through the nose, out through the mouth gently. Allowing your eyes to gently close if you'd like, if that feels good for you. Or if you prefer, you can practice with a downward, open, hazy gaze. Take another deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Really arriving in this moment, allowing yourself to land in your body. Noticing if you're holding yourself in any way, you're holding muscles in any particular way. Maybe you've got some tension across your forehead or in your jaw, in your shoulders. And on the next exhale, seeing if you can release further into this moment, releasing any tension or hold in your body. We'll breathe in together through the nose, out through the mouth. Releasing deeper into this moment. Preparing yourself, mind, and body, to begin this practice of meditation and awareness. We'll go for about 20 minutes. Allowing your attention to return to being with the natural breath. No need to force it or control it in any way. Simply allowing your awareness to rest here. Maybe feeling the sensation of air coming through your nostrils. Maybe filling your chest, filling your belly. And then coming out, going out through your nostrils. Maybe you notice the temperature, of your air. Maybe you notice the tickling sensation of when breath enters your nostril and exits. Seeing if you can notice the weight of your body on the cushion or in the chair, wherever you are. Feeling safe, feeling confident that gravity is doing what it needs to do without you having to worry about it, without you even noticing. You're grounded where you are on this earth. And feeling the connection of your body to the cushion beneath you, to the floor. Feeling your hands resting on your lap. Allowing your spine to continue to be energized and upright, fully awake, fully present, fully aware. And when you notice that you're lost in thought, you've drifted away from this moment into the future or back into the past, you can acknowledge that you've drifted. You can notice where your thoughts have taken you. You can honor the experience of drifting and waking up. Honor that, maybe by saying thank you and coming back to being with the breath in this moment. Feeling the breath in your body, wherever you notice it more presently. This practice isn't necessarily about blocking anything out of your experience. So you might notice and become aware of sounds in your space, in your environment. If it feels good, you can note what you are hearing, maybe seeing peripherally, what you're feeling, what you're smelling, what you're tasting. Notice, acknowledge, honor, and come back. Come back to this moment. Come back to being with your breath. Noticing if you've drifted. Acknowledging where you've gone. Maybe saying something to yourself like thinking or thank you. And coming back to this present moment with your breath. Wherever you feel it more clearly. It might be your nostrils or your chest. It might be your belly. It might also be your whole body breathing. Simply being there with your body in this moment. And now, bringing to mind, as a contemplative practice, the question of befriending your ego, bringing curiosity to the relationship that you have with your ego, and asking yourself gently, softly, with tenderness, if I were 1% friendlier to my ego, what would they teach me? And allowing the contemplation to drop into your body. Notice answers that might pop into your head. And instead of attaching yourself to any one particular answer or pushing any one particular answer away, like, no, that's not it, or yeah, that's definitely it. When answers come to mind, allow them to be. Allow them to take up space in your body. Allow them to drop into your body and see what happens. See if a deeper truth comes forward or rises to the surface when you ask that question. You don't have to agree or disagree with anything that comes to mind or anything that comes up. You can simply be with and notice and honor the experience, honor the answers that come forward. They might not be words, they might be symbols, pictures, ideas, sensations in your body. They might be colors or sounds or fragrances. Open up to receiving information all different ways. As you sit with the question, if I were 1% friendlier to my ego, what could they teach me? What would they teach me? And if you notice that you drift very far out into the future or into the contemplation, and you notice, you wake up to the sensation of being away from this moment, of getting lost in your thoughts, lost in the contemplation, you can notice, acknowledge that you've drifted and come back. Come back to being here in this moment with your breath. The question is not meant to take you away from this moment. The question is meant to, it's meant to help you lightly touch on what arises from the contemplation and come back. Come back to being here with your breath. We'll end the practice with a brief body scan, bringing your attention to the very top of your head, the crown of your head, where your crown sits. Noticing any sensations at the very top of your head, maybe noticing your hair follicles. Taking a moment to breathe right there. Bringing your awareness down to your forehead and your eyebrows, your temples, and breathing right there. Noticing your eyes, eyelids, all of the tiny muscles behind your eyes, your cheekbones, your ears and ear canals, and the nape of your neck, base of your skull, your nose, your lips, your tongue and throat, your jaw and chin. And taking a moment to breathe right there. Bringing awareness to your neck, the back of your neck, your shoulders, your collarbone, your chest and lungs, shoulder blades. Breathing right there. Noticing your upper arms and lower arms, feeling the weight of your hands on your legs, and breathing. Coming back to your upper abdomen, your stomach, your lower abdomen, and all of your intestines, your liver, spleen, appendix if you still have one. Noticing your spine. And breathing right there. Bringing your attention to your pelvis area, pelvic floor, your upper legs, your sit bones. Noticing your kneecaps, your lower legs, your ankles. And breathing. Noticing the tops of your feet, the heels, and the soles. Maybe wiggling your toes a little bit. And breathing right there. Noticing your whole body in space. Feeling the weight of your body resting. Feeling the cushion or the chair or the floor beneath you completely supporting you in this moment. There's nothing you have to do. There's no one you need to become. This moment is perfect. You are perfectly imperfect. You are supported. You are loved. You are one with all that is. Taking a deep breath together to end the practice. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And gently transitioning out of your meditation when you're ready. Fluttering your eyes open. Adding some micro movements. Giving a nice stretch. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. We're back. Hi. How was that? I hope you enjoyed that. So yeah. What a novel idea. Instead of trying to eradicate the ego or any other part, any other aspect of who we are, inviting it in, showing some kindness, showing some compassion, showing some friendliness to our ego, asking our ego what it can teach us, asking our ego what it can show us, how it can benefit us. It can be a win-win relationship with ourselves. And as always, I come to you unscripted, unrehearsed, unpolished, imperfect, with some bedhead, some morning breath, as I am, imperfect, perfectly imperfect in this perfect moment with you as you are in this moment, sharing this practice that is simple and powerful and profound and can lead to amazing things. Sharing this with you as you are, because you are enough right here, right now. Can you hear that? That is rain, and it is spectacularly, magnificently awesome. I love rain. I love rainy days. May this be of benefit to you and to those around you. Shoot me a message. Tell me how it went for you. I love hearing from all of you. I take your feedback to heart. That's why I'm here at 10:40 something, whatever time it is, 10:48. Have an amazing Saturday. If you like this video, definitely like it. Definitely comment. Definitely share it. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my newsletter at AuthenticWholeSelf.com. You'll get a 10-minute pre-recorded meditation every Monday. Follow me on Instagram at Brenda Ramos Coaching. I go live every Tuesday. Join my Facebook group, Authentic Whole Self Inspired Living. I go live every Wednesday. And I'll see you here next Saturday. I love you. I appreciate you. And I hope you have an amazing day with the rain if you're on the East Coast. Okay, loves. Bye.